Breaking news, the new head of Paramount telling CNN he is standing by South Park after another utterly scathing episode about the Trump administration. The latest episode hitting a nerve, prompting Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to publicly respond to South Park's unflattering portrayal of her.
So if you watch South Park's latest episode, you know how diabolical it was. Spoiler alert for the ones who haven't watched. I'm gonna show you some spoilers from the episodes. Dora the Explorer getting hired. The one and only JD decided to join the chat. What took South Park so long to add JD into this? I don't know. He fits perfectly into this whole thing. We had the director of Homeland Security falling for the rage bait and replying to this whole thing saying it's not funny. Why are you making fun of women? Now, I'm going to be talking about Kristi Noem in this situation, how she reacted to this whole thing, but I also do want to go over one of my favorite parts in the episode 2 on the South Park, starting it off with ICE. Homeland Security sends a message in South Park, no matter where you are, doesn't matter where you hide, doesn't matter what time it is, if it's in this life, the afterlife, or the before life, even if you're reincarnated, we are going to find you and check your paperwork. Now, just a trigger warning, you're gonna see her, the Secretary of Homeland Security, shoot a lot of dogs. Just a side note, it is a true story. Kristi Noem writes of killing dogs and goats in a new book. She said in her book, Cricket was a wire hair pointer about 14 months old, adding that the female dog had an aggressive personality and needed to be trained to be used for hunting pheasant. And she said in her book that she illustrated her willingness in politics as well as in South Dakota life to do anything difficult, messy, and ugly if it simply needs to be done. And she tried to put it in a way that I get shit done. Doesn't matter how difficult it is. If my dog looks at me the wrong way, even if your fucking dog looks at me the wrong way, shut up, afterlife, bitch, because it has to be done. And obviously South Park decided to showcase that she gets shit done by shooting dogs, but she gets it done no matter how hard it is. So they criticized the way she gets shit done. If it's brown, it goes down. They criticized her love for puppies, and they criticized also her Botox situation where her face just falls off, grows legs and feet, and just like running away. Now she responded. Did she respond about her job or her love for puppies? No, she responded only to the facial situation.
The latest episode hitting a nerve, prompting Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to publicly respond to South Park's unflattering portrayal of her. Here she is with Glenn Beck.
Yeah, it never ends, but it's so lazy to just constantly make fun of women for how they look. Only the liberals and the extremists do that. If they wanted to criticize my job, go ahead and do that, but clearly they can't. They just pick something petty like that.
It looks like they really got under her skin. Kristi, they criticize your job. What are you talking about? Well, it wasn't only about your facial features. It was just a bonus point, that one. It was just a bonus point who are making fun of you, and the puppy one as well was just a bonus point. They criticize your job by you going to Dora the Explorer show, shooting puppies and arresting. If it's brown, it goes down. Going to heaven and arresting people in heaven over there. How did you get in heaven? I was a good person. You were a good person with good paperwork or without a paperwork? What, you think just because you died, your body's under dirt and your soul is in the afterlife, we're not going to investigate you anymore? Of course we are. Your body's still under the dirt, so we have to check if you have paperwork or no for us to keep you here or not. And also, if you don't, you have to pay the consequences in the afterlife. Hell? Nope. Worse. ICE jail. Now, the White House response, if you remember a couple of days ago, they said this whole thing is, you know what, you're not relevant anymore. That's why you're trying to be irrelevant, but it's still very dumb what you're doing, and you're still not relevant, even though the views skyrocketed for like 400%. They're not very relevant. That's why ICE, Homeland Security, they're changing their profile pictures to South Park, their animation in South Park. We have her, Kristi as well, Kristi Noem. After she showed that it really got under her skin, she tried to recover by saying, guys, I do not care. I honestly don't care. To show you how much I do not care, I am going to change my profile picture to my animation in South Park. It's too late, Kristi. We know that you cared enough to reply, and now you're trying to play it cool. She definitely cried that night. Now, out of everyone, I think JD responded in the best way possible to this whole thing. No rage, now falling for the rage bait, even though he was kicked like a donkey by Trump. He was disrespected. He was holding the baby all for Trump and the devil. Shit was very, very funny and disrespectful towards them. But his response was, well, I finally made it. The best way to deal with this situation is just laugh with everyone, even though everyone's laughing at you, and just, you know, don't care and join the joke even though you are the joke. I think that's the best response you can go with, because anything else you say, even if you don't respond, it looks bad, right? But no one got disrespected like Trump in the first episode. That shit was diabolical. We already made a video about it if you want to go watch that one. But I look forward to episode 3. Let's see who's next. Anyways, more videos over here. You take it easy. I'll see you at the next one.